Ladies and gentlemen, for the championship belt for the best Iceriver overclocking firmware, we have a new challenger in the blue corner. He has released a new firmware for the KS0 Ultra and will be releasing one for the KS5. He has helped the Kaspa community in various social media places, and his name is PbFarmer. Sorry about that, guys. So we got a new overclocking firmware from PbFarmer. If you can see here from his GitHub, it is a 1% fee for this one, but it's pretty neat. As we can see here, this is a glimpse of what the overclocking will be like. You can see the various detailed charts of the original hash rate, board temperatures, chip voltages, chip temperatures of each one, chip clocks, fan speed, and also the on stage for the MOSFETs has been included in this version. And what's different about this one is it's only a one-time firmware upgrade because it has configurable clock and voltage offset that we'll get into a bit later, but this is the overclocking that we'll be doing compared to TSwift, where you have to do each of the low, medium, high overclock file for the firmware update. And what also is cool is there's a fan configuration where you configure the fan mode to target a specific temperature or always on, and has the different chip temperature you want to target and minimum fan speed. And it will have the pull monitor for it to see how well you do. If you're interested in stability and security improvements for like API tokens, TLS certificate, it has all this for you to be able to set up. And going through installation, he mentions here that this will be an important to follow, where you need to uninstall the TSwift branded firmware following his instructions from his readme file, and once it is on the original firmware stock version, then you can do the updated firmware with PbFarmers overclock. So that is important, and he goes through similar to what TSwift for the overclocking requirements. It is the same. It's no different regarding, the power block, the cooling that you need to do with the airflow and heat sinks. And I already went through all this in my previous video. I'll have a link to that as well. And going through it, he mentions how to do the overclockings properly. For example, if we go back up here, the clock offset is percentage based of how much you want to increase the original 400 gigahash. So let's say, using this example here, it would be a 37% increase from the 400 gigahash. So if we got the calculator out here, let me get that. It would be 400 times 0.37, because it's a percent, that would be 148 increase from 400, so it would be about 548 gigahash that you should be around when you set it, and then you will do the clock offset first, and then voltage would be 0, and after an hour of running or it's just not right, then you start increasing the voltage offset incrementally, so it would reach the appropriate overclock of around 548. So let's get it started on mine here so I can show you what it is all about. Okay, following the factory reset instructions from TSwift, from the downloaded overclocks, you would go to the web GUI, select the revert_update.bgz file, and it will restart the miner, and that should make the overclock back to stock. So if we go to my miner here, I clicked the revert_update, because if you do the firmware upgrade of PbFarmers, you are definitely gonna brick it, so I wouldn't do that. So once you select the file, you'll click update and wait for this to update. So you'll get operation succeeded, click OK, and we need to restart the machine, so click OK, and then it'll say operation succeeded again. So we'll wait for it to go back up here. Doing a quick refresh here, it just booted up, and as you can see, I am back on the Iceriver stock firmware. I don't have TSwift's logo no more, so what we're gonna do is go download PbFarmers. So if you click to the GitHub and then the release here, this is the latest version 0.8, and again, it's important to download the correct one. I have the KS0 Ultra, which is this one, so I'm going to click this one, and it is a .bgz file, so you will go back here to firmware upgrade. You would select the file, and then you will click update. So once you do a refresh or a cache refresh, which is usually a holding your shift and the refresh button, it will do a cache reset, and you'll be greeted with the software disclaimer for using PbMiner. It's essentially use at your own risk, the overclocking risk, there's no liability, and so forth. So once you accept the terms, you'll be greeted with the screen that we saw previously, and if you like dark mode, you can select dark mode here, and as you can see, it just started booting up and starting to go up, but we need to do the configurations. So if we go to miner, this is for the pull configuration, and then this is the warning for the overclocks. There is no fail safe, so you got to be careful of not going too crazy on the overclocks. So we can just do I understand, add pull. We will need to do the pull address again. So I pull mine from Kaspa pull, and then if we do start mining, this is my wallet, naming it KS0 Ultra. North America, and then doing the pool mining. Go back, worker name, normally it's just X, and you click save. Pool created. We will leave this for now to see if it starts running. In fan mode, like I said, there's the target temperature for the chip, there's fixed speed to have it run all the time, or ASIC controlled is when the ASIC decides when to run the fans. There's the various networks you can set up, account, and so forth. So like it's still ramping up here, so we'll give it a minute and we'll see if this can start going. So my last recording got corrupted, and so I'm recording this one where I was able to do the overclocks with PbFarmer. As you can see, it's currently running around 635. And if I remove the calculator here, the temperatures look pretty good. This gap right here is, I was tweaking the voltage offset and I wasn't getting the right overclocks. So I increased my voltage a little bit, and now with the clock offset, this is the right hash rates I'm supposed to be getting. The chips look good, looks like good temperatures, and if we go to my miner, these are mine. And again, don't copy mine because every KS0 Ultra is different due to silicone lottery and how different the setup could be for everyone's KS0 Pro Ultra, with the fans, the shrouds, the copper heat sinks, the thermal paste, etc. So it can be all different. And so mine was a 56% increase. If we go back to the calculator, I should have seen a 224 increase in hash rate, so it would have been around 624, and it is looking good so far. And yeah, so let me know if you guys are deciding to switch to PbFarmers, or you're gonna stay to TSwift since his is working and you don't feel comfortable upgrading and downgrading the firmware back to stock to switch to this one. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys.